And so the virgin women go into these churches. If they try to date normal guys, the guys are like, I'm not waiting for marriage. I don't even know if you're a virgin, right? Yeah, and the problem with the guys in the church is most of them don't have a ton of experience with women. So they don't know how to hold frame in a relationship. They don't know how to tell women no, and they automatically default to the woman. I mean, when I was in the church, I mean, I would say the majority of even couples in churches, the woman still runs the relationship. And oh my gosh, there's a lot of simping in the church. Like the pastors will go on stage and say, oh, like they'll do like a monologue, not dedicated to God, but to their wife. It never ends.
And it makes sense. But like you said, it's 2025 and there's no virgin women anymore. And a virgin man is going to get taken advantage of. So like, yeah, it is ideal to wait till marriage, but it's kind of not an option. I think you're going to get screwed over. I'm 30 now. I caught up for lost times. I went out there and had some sex, but but like, there's no other. I didn't even want to. I wanted to wait till marriage, but I was like, it's gonna fuck up my life to do that. So, anyways, I see you get that question from Christians a lot, and I agree with you. I think you're right, and this is Christians. I think are coping and.
Muslims too. The Muslims give me the shit about that. All the religions of the book give me shit about this. You know, and I grew up in a Muslim household, so for them, they're like, this is like, you know, 100 lashes worthy. Like this is bad. But like, I tell them all the time, like, dude, look, if you can be a virgin and find a virgin wife, do it. Like, go for it. But it's just not feasible advice for me to give that advice to men in 2025, knowing what's out there. Like, guys, I've seen unspeakable thottery that I can never recover from. And just knowing what I know, it would be evil for me to tell you guys to just stay a virgin and go get these, like, and go deal with these women, dude. It's like, I've seen girls do evil fucking shit. Tell a guy that they're a virgin, make them pay $50,000 for their virginity when they're not, or lie to a guy and tell him that I did XYZ, get a hymen surgery to make it look like they're still virgins, or only do anal or whatever. Like, I've seen horrible things. So, in good faith of me knowing how women move and dealing with the women, I've interviewed like 4,000 girls, been with a bunch of girls. I cannot in good faith lie to the men. Like, I'm going to tell you what's out there. This is how I think you can deal with the problem. You don't have to take my advice, but I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you, like, be a virgin, be a good Christian, and you're going to find a wife. That's setting you up. That's a cruising for a fucking bruising, man. And then the scariest part with the way the family courts are, like, not only will you get your heart broken, you're going to get poor. You're going to live out your fucking car. She's going to take you to the cleaners a lot of times, and she's going to take your kids. So it's like, I can't in good faith tell any man that, even if, you know, you're the most religious guy, I need to at least arm you with the information so you know what you're walking into.
Let's face it, our generation is in a testosterone crisis thanks to modern lifestyle, poor diet, and environmental toxins. Low testosterone can sabotage your health and vitality. Reclaim your edge and bring your levels back to where they belong so you can live stronger, healthier, and with purpose. That's where Man's Edge from Neutronics Labs comes in. The powerful formula combines 4 clinically proven ingredients: fenugreek, IGF-1, NO2, and Tongkat Ali to ignite your body's own testosterone factory. Studies show fenugreek, along with IGF-1 and other clinically backed ingredients in Man's Edge, can help boost your testosterone up by 46%. Plus, Man's Edge patented liposome delivery has up to 98% absorption, far better than your typical powders or pills. So you can actually feel the difference. Right now, you can save 50% on all orders when you auto ship and use my code PEARL. Get the edge today and don't settle for anything less. Visit getmansedge.com and reclaim your vitality today.
Yeah, no, I see you get that question all the time.
Yeah, I get a lot, dude. Yeah.
You're absolutely, and I understand the people asking.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I even agree. It is ideal to be a virgin. It's just,
yeah, but you're going to get cooked. I don't know a single virgin guy. I actually know. I know one. There's always 1 or 2 Chads in the church that take the virgin chick, and they take the best girl in the church. All the girls are after him, and then they get married and live happily ever after. But the rest of them cooked. They're so, and that's the thing. You know, a lot of people, I don't know how to put it. They think I'm, you know, promoting degeneracy, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't see virginity really for either gender being effective. Like I've seen women in those churches wait till marriage and they can't figure out why they don't like the men there. And it's really because all the men are just trained to be simps that worship women. And so the virgin women go into these churches. If they try to date normal guys, the guys are like, I'm not waiting for marriage. I don't even know if you're a virgin, right? And then they date the guys in the church, and a lot of these guys are just super simps, you know. But then the men that are virgins in the church, I mean, they get either born again virgins or they just don't know how to lead a relationship, or they get a null array. That's why it's tough, because there is a part of me that, I have a Catholic upbringing, and I think, well, you don't want to promote degeneracy. And a lot of, they don't like when I say this. I don't see it working out for women either. I've met 30-year-old virgin women, and they're so controlling and anxious about sex. Like, they just think they're going to die if they have sex. And there's so much pressure on whoever they lose their virginity to. It's like the guy can't live up to it. And they die alone too. You guys, I get a lot of pushback for this opinion, but I've seen it. I've seen the 30-year-old women who think none of the guys are godly enough because they want to have sex. And they'll shoot themselves in the foot with what would have been a good relationship because they're just so anxious about it.
That's just not how it goes anymore.
Yeah. And marriages are optimal. Like, if the woman's a virgin or has like less than 5 body count, like, those have the highest marriage rates, especially if she's a virgin. But dude, just nowadays, it's like damn near impossible, man. It's just the scary part is, like, I've noticed this trend as I've like been interviewing girls on my show. Girls are losing their virginity younger and younger and younger, man. Like, the guys are still losing their virginities like between 21 to somewhere in their mid 20s, like 18 to young.
Okay, so what I see again is I see a bigger difference in women. It's either the clueless women or the women playing the game. The women playing the game, I see them losing their virginities younger and younger. The clueless women, I see them actually losing their virginities older. But the problem is they are so unlikable and clueless to what men want because they spend no time with the guy. And again, I think I said on a show that for certain women, a slut phase will get them married. And I get a lot of pushback for that, but you don't know how far behind. Like, I just think some of you guys have never met these extremely socially awkward, extremely unlikable women that really, they're not going to learn until they get pumped and dumped once or twice. Because what happens is a pump and dump humbles a woman, right? That's how a lot of women get married. They get pumped and dumped, and then they're like, oh shit. And then they, you kind of go to your league. But these women, they get a big ego because they've never played the game. They just get these huge egos. They think, they're God's gift to the earth, even though, because, they're pure, but really it's just, they're really unlikable. So what happens is they, like, the longer they go without having interactions with men or getting some experience, the weirder they get. That's what I've seen between the two. Like, if I had to categorize the women I've met, because, how do I put it? Like, there's a difference between women that were raised to be wives waiting. So women that wait till marriage, but their mother taught them how to be a good wife, they're a different category. And there's the women that were not. And the women that were not taught how to do that have a very difficult time waiting till marriage because they weren't taught how to defer to a man. They weren't taught any of these basic things. So their, like, I guess, purity or whatever, it doesn't help because they have to learn to be more likable and how to be in a relationship. Does that make sense, guys? And if you haven't been in some of these churches, like anybody that's been in these churches knows the women I'm talking about. You just know.